Continuous learning, the key to staying relevant, resilient, and competitive at work. In today's world of constant technological advancement and evolving industries, staying relevant in your field requires more than just a degree. It demands continuous learning. This means embracing a mindset that values ongoing skill development and adaptability. With rapid innovation, new tools, systems, and methodologies are introduced regularly. Continuous learning allows professionals to remain resilient in the face of disruption, quickly adapt to changes, and leverage new opportunities for growth. It's not just about acquiring new knowledge, it's about developing a lifestyle of learning that empowers you to be proactive rather than reactive. Whether you're working in chemical engineering or software development, the pace of change is accelerating across sectors. Those who prioritize learning become the most competitive in their organizations. In a workplace where change is the only constant, continuous learning is no longer optional. It is the foundation for long-term professional success and innovation. Course overview. This course introduces the concept of continuous learning and its growing importance in a fast-changing professional world. We begin by defining what continuous learning is, a mindset and practice of constantly updating one's skills and knowledge. We'll explore why it matters so much today, especially in science and engineering industries where the pace of change is accelerating. You'll learn about different types of continuous learning, including formal, informal, experiential, and social learning. We'll compare continuous learning with lifelong learning, highlighting how each plays a distinct role in your development. You'll also gain tools to build a learning mindset, one that thrives on curiosity, growth, and adaptability. At the organizational level, we'll look at strategies that promote a learning culture. Real-world examples will show how industries like healthcare, manufacturing, and software are applying continuous learning. Finally, you'll discover platforms, tools, and techniques that make continuous learning practical, and how to overcome barriers that get in the way. What is continuous learning? Continuous learning is the ongoing, self-directed, and voluntary pursuit of knowledge and skills. It's not a one-time event like a college degree. It's a mindset and lifestyle of constant growth. At its heart, continuous learning helps individuals remain relevant, adaptable, and ready for new challenges throughout their careers. It happens in many forms. On-the-job experiences are a powerful way to learn by navigating real-world problems. Online courses and certifications offer structured paths for expanding technical skills. Peer learning and mentorship allow professionals to grow through shared insights and feedback. Reflective practice, thinking critically about one's work, helps integrate lessons and improve performance. Reading, research, and experimentation add depth and keep learning self-directed. The process is cyclical: learn, apply, adapt, and reflect. Each phase reinforces the next, creating a sustainable rhythm of development. In fields driven by data, technology, and innovation, the ability to continuously learn is what keeps professionals ahead of the curve. Why continuous learning matters in the workplace. The workplace is changing faster than ever before, and the shelf life of technical skills is shrinking, often becoming outdated in just 3 to 5 years. Industries like IT, manufacturing, finance, and healthcare are evolving rapidly. To stay ahead, professionals must continuously learn to adapt to new tools, regulations, and systems. Continuous learning enables you to adjust quickly and meet emerging challenges. It also accelerates career growth by expanding your competencies and positioning you for leadership roles. Innovation flourishes when fresh insights are applied to solve complex problems creatively. It's a major competitive advantage. Those who learn faster differentiate themselves in a saturated job market. Beyond technical skills, learning boosts confidence, making you more agile and proactive. At the organizational level, companies that promote continuous learning build resilience, retain talent, and encourage reinvention. Knowledge transfer becomes seamless, and teams grow more adaptive. A culture of learning isn't just good for individuals, it drives enterprise-wide success. The shrinking half-life of skills. Technical skills today have a much shorter half-life than in previous decades, often becoming obsolete 2 to 3 times faster. That means professionals can't rely on what they learned even 5 years ago to stay competitive. The rapid acceleration of technological change requires constant upskilling. In IT, for example, programming languages and frameworks evolve every 2 to 3 years. Manufacturing roles are being transformed by automation and smart technologies, requiring updates every 3 to 5 years. In finance, fintech disruptions and regulatory shifts drive a similar pace of change. And in healthcare, medical procedures and digital systems demand ongoing education. As the skill's half-life shrinks, the urgency to learn increases. Organizations must build structured learning programs and promote agility to stay ahead. Individuals must take ownership of their learning to remain relevant. Staying current is no longer optional, it's critical to thriving in today's knowledge economy, no matter the industry or role. Types of continuous learning. To stay agile and adaptable in a dynamic workplace, it's important to embrace different types of continuous learning. The most effective professionals use a mix of 4 core learning types: formal, informal, experiential, and social. Formal learning includes structured education like degrees, certifications, and instructor-led training. It provides systematic knowledge and recognized credentials. Informal learning is more self-directed, like reading articles, watching webinars, or following online tutorials. It's flexible and often tailored to specific needs. Experiential learning is all about learning by doing, taking on hands-on projects, trying stretch assignments, or rotating roles. This type of learning allows you to test, apply, and refine your knowledge in real-world situations. Finally, social learning takes place through interaction, collaborating with peers, mentoring others, and participating in team discussions. It fosters the exchange of diverse perspectives and tacit knowledge. When combined, these learning types create a well-rounded, resilient foundation for both personal growth and career advancement. Formal and informal learning. Formal learning refers to structured education with defined goals, clear assessments, and credentialing. It typically follows a planned curriculum and may be led by an instructor. Examples include university degrees, corporate workshops, and industry certifications like PMP or Six Sigma. Formal learning is great for building systematic knowledge and demonstrating achievement through recognized credentials. On the other hand, informal learning happens outside traditional educational systems. It's flexible, self-directed, and often tailored to your interests or current challenges. Think of reading industry blogs, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube tutorials, or joining online forums. Informal learning develops organically and can be practiced anytime, anywhere. It allows for just-in-time solutions to real-world problems and supports personalized growth. Both types of learning have unique benefits. Formal learning provides structure and external validation, while informal learning offers immediacy and customization. By combining both approaches, professionals can stay relevant and deepen their expertise across disciplines. Experiential and social learning. Experiential learning is learning by doing. It involves applying knowledge through real-world tasks like hands-on projects, job rotations, and stretch assignments. This method builds confidence, practical skills, and critical thinking. It also includes reflection and feedback, key components that transform experience into true learning. For example, working on a special project outside your usual scope or piloting a new prototype encourages you to problem solve and adapt in real time. On the other hand, social learning happens through collaboration, mentoring, and community-based knowledge sharing. It leverages team discussions, peer coaching, and observation to pass on both explicit and tacit knowledge. You learn not only from your own experiences, but also by listening to others, modeling their behaviors, and exchanging feedback. Both experiential and social learning foster deeper understanding, encourage innovation, and strengthen your professional network. Together, they form an essential foundation for career growth and are often the most impactful methods of development. Continuous learning versus lifelong learning. While continuous learning and lifelong learning are closely related, they serve different purposes and contexts. Continuous learning focuses on growth within a professional setting. It's typically aligned with specific career goals, job performance, and organizational needs. It's about staying sharp and capable in a fast-evolving workplace, learning new tools, adapting to new roles, and applying skills immediately to challenges on the job. By contrast, lifelong learning is broader. It's a personal commitment to growth that spans every stage of life, not just your work life. It's fueled by intrinsic curiosity and can include hobbies, travel, or intellectual exploration beyond one's profession. Continuous learning is often externally motivated by industry demands, while lifelong learning is internally driven by fulfillment and curiosity. Both are important. Continuous learning keeps you competitive in your career. Lifelong learning ensures your growth remains holistic, integrating personal development, social awareness, and broader human potential. Building a continuous learning mindset. Developing a mindset for continuous learning means embracing growth as a lifelong journey rather than a fixed destination. It begins with curiosity, the drive to ask questions, explore new fields, and stay intellectually engaged. Curiosity pushes you beyond your comfort zone and opens new paths for innovation. A growth mindset is equally essential. This means believing that skills and intelligence can be developed with effort and persistence. Instead of avoiding challenges, you view them as opportunities to stretch and improve. Self-awareness helps you recognize both your strengths and your gaps. When you understand your preferred learning style, you can tailor your development more effectively. Discipline brings consistency, setting clear goals, managing your time, and building daily habits that support learning. Lastly, adaptability allows you to thrive in uncertainty. Whether you're adjusting to new tools or switching projects, being flexible helps you evolve with the demands of your field. Together, these 5 traits form the core of a powerful learning mindset. How organizations can promote continuous learning. Organizations that prioritize continuous learning create a more engaged, innovative, and future-ready workforce. One key strategy is offering learning opportunities. This includes access to learning management systems like SuccessFactors, Canvas, or Coursera, as well as internal workshops and tuition reimbursement. These tools signal that learning is valued. Next, learning must be integrated into daily work. This means embedding micro-learning, short lessons, into workflows and encouraging knowledge sharing through post-project reviews and regular team discussions. Third, mentorship and coaching are critical. Pairing newer employees with seasoned professionals creates a strong support system and enables reverse mentoring to keep technical knowledge current. Communities of practice also foster collaboration and peer learning. Finally, recognition reinforces the learning culture. Celebrating achievements, including learning goals and performance reviews, and promoting people based on growth all drive participation. Companies that do this see real results: higher productivity, stronger retention, greater innovation, and better readiness for change. Real-world examples of continuous learning. Let's look at how continuous learning plays out across industries. In manufacturing, technicians stay current with automation by using virtual reality simulations, hands-on workshops, and mobile micro-learning modules. These tools reduce errors and deliver just-in-time support. In healthcare, nurses earn micro-credentials in digital patient systems and practice procedures through virtual simulation. Peer learning communities also help maintain their expertise in high-stakes environments. In software engineering, developers boost their skills with AI certifications, cloud boot camps, and cybersecurity assessments. These programs keep them ahead of industry trends and can result in salary premiums. For leadership roles, managers grow by attending hybrid team workshops, engaging in cross-functional job rotations, and receiving executive coaching with feedback loops. Across every field, learning is no longer optional. It's the engine of innovation and progress. The learning curve is now the growth curve, and organizations that invest in development consistently outperform those that don't. Tools and platforms that support continuous learning. Numerous platforms and tools can make continuous learning more effective and accessible. Learning management systems like SuccessFactors, Canvas, Talent LMS, and Moodle help organizations deliver structured content, track progress, and integrate training into existing workflows. For self-paced online learning, platforms like Coursera, edX, LinkedIn Learning, Skillshare, and Khan Academy offer a wide range of courses, from technical certifications to soft skills. Knowledge bases such as Confluence, Notion, Guru, and SharePoint make it easy to document and share organizational knowledge. Bite-sized content is available through blogs, podcasts, YouTube, and newsletters, making learning more digestible and timely. Certifications in Six Sigma, PMP, Google Data Analytics, and AWS help professionals stay competitive in specialized fields. The best systems are integrated, accessible, flexible, and personalized. They support learning on any device, adapt to different styles, and allow individuals to learn at their own pace. Together, these platforms empower professionals to take ownership of their development, overcoming barriers to continuous learning. Even the most motivated professionals face barriers to continuous learning. One of the biggest challenges is lack of time. Busy schedules, back-to-back meetings, and daily demands make it hard to prioritize personal development. Another obstacle is lack of motivation. Without visible progress or encouragement, it's easy to lose momentum. Fear of failure can also hold people back. Trying new skills can feel risky, especially when there's pressure to perform. On top of that, the overload of options can lead to decision fatigue. With so many courses and platforms, choosing the right one becomes overwhelming. And if leadership doesn't support learning, it's unlikely to become a workplace norm. Fortunately, there are proven solutions. Microlearning and time blocking make development manageable. Connecting learning to career goals increases motivation. Creating a psychologically safe environment encourages risk-taking. Curated learning paths offer clarity. And demonstrating ROI, such as improved productivity or retention, shows that learning is not just personal, but essential to business success. Conclusion: learn continuously, thrive endlessly. Continuous learning is no longer a luxury. It's a strategic necessity in today's fast-paced, innovation-driven workplace. As the half-life of skills continues to shrink, staying current through active learning is critical for success. The most successful professionals integrate a variety of learning styles: formal education for foundational skills, informal methods for just-in-time knowledge, experiential learning to build confidence through action, and social learning for insight and collaboration. At the individual level, growth comes from cultivating traits like curiosity, discipline, and adaptability. At the organizational level, leaders who promote learning foster more engaged teams, higher productivity, and greater resilience. In a world of constant disruption, those who learn the fastest, adapt the best, and lead the future. The takeaway is clear: to stay relevant and thrive in any industry, engineering, healthcare, finance, or tech, commit to continuous learning. Start small, stay consistent, and make learning part of your daily work. The future belongs to the learners.